Money isn't the most important thing in the world, Love Island. But thankfully, I'm someone who loves money. If love is the gentle moonlight in the sky, then money is the golden lamp in a humble home, offering a warm place to rest. If love makes the heart bloom, then money is the fertile soil that allows those flowers to endure. The speaker cleverly weaves in humor. Loving money is also a form of love, a very earthly yet very real kind. This saying sends us a burst of positive energy. There's no need to choose extremes between love and money. Love gives life meaning, while money nurtures and shelters that love. And who knows, perhaps when we love money in a healthy way, knowing how to earn, save, and use it, we're also cultivating a greater love in our lives. Money can't buy happiness, not because it lacks power, but because no one sells happiness. Not because money is weak or powerless, but because happiness isn't a commodity traded in the marketplace of life. If money is a golden key that unlocks countless material doors, happiness is the fragrance of a flower carried by the wind. Money can build tall houses, buy beautiful cars, or purchase fine clothes. But happiness is like a ray of morning sunlight on your shoulder, or a gentle embrace after a long, tiring day, things no one buys, no one sells, only given with the heart. Happiness doesn't sit on supermarket shelves or come with a price tag. It resides in sharing, in trust, in life's simple, everyday moments. Money can be a tool, a catalyst, but never the essence of happiness. Thus, those who understand this will cherish both, earning money to live fully, while nurturing happiness from things money cannot touch. Money brings happiness to those who know how to use it, who wield it to bring joy to the unfortunate. Those who use money wisely don't just think of themselves, but wield it as a bridge connecting hearts. When you give a coat to someone shivering in the winter night, help a child go to school instead of wandering the streets, or bring a smile to someone after days of hardship, that's when money transforms into happiness. If happiness is the warm sunlight, then money in the hands of the kind-hearted is a mirror, reflecting that light into life's darkest corners. And strangely, those who give also receive a profound joy, the joy of sharing, of knowing they've made a difference. This is the secret. Money isn't just cold cash. It can become a smile, a tear of joy, a miracle in someone's life. The key is whether we dare to make money a friend that sows seeds of love. I don't need money, I only need love. But without money, my love would wither. A winding river carrying the fragile beauty of love's blossoms blooming amidst the harsh desert of reality. It deftly paints a picture of a heart yearning for purity, where love is a clear spring nurturing the soul, like gentle morning sunlight kissing the first flowers. Yet, it reminds us of the dry winds of survival, where without money, those blossoms might wilt, like a lush garden forgotten in a drought. But hidden in this delicate whisper is a radiant, optimistic message. Love isn't a distant dream, but a flame that must be nurtured with wisdom, with efforts to build a solid foundation with our own hands, so love doesn't just survive, but soars like a free bird, embracing the vast sky of happiness. Let this saying ignite your inner strength, turning challenges into opportunities, so love and life intertwine, bringing complete joy and making your heart smile with the timeless beauty of balance. They say love is more important than money, but have you ever tried paying a bill with a hug? A breeze rustling through autumn leaves, gently nudging us to ponder the delicate balance between the heart and reality. Love, like a tranquil river nourishing green fields, gives us the invisible strength to weather storms. But money is like sturdy bricks building a shelter, helping us face life's mundane bills, those dry necessities that are an undeniable part of the journey to happiness. Through this humorous lens, we see that love and money aren't enemies but paired wings, lifting us higher and steadier. And when we embrace this saying, we smile, feeling a deep joy because life is a beautiful poem where ideals and reality blend, bringing profound contentment to those who cherish both. Money is like love. It slowly and painfully kills those who hoard it, but brings happiness to those who use it wisely. Those who cling to money are like those clutching a bouquet of roses, refusing to share, only to be left with thorns piercing their skin. But those who use money wisely turn it into a sweet stream, nourishing not just themselves, but those around them. Money then becomes like love given freely. The more you share, the more happiness flows. It ceases to be a chain and becomes wings, lifting us to live lightly and meaningfully. Money can't buy happiness, but it can make suffering more bearable. Happiness is a flower blooming from the soul, not sold in any shop, not traded for any coin. But money is like a soft cushion, softening life's falls. When sorrow strikes with money, you can choose a trip to breathe with the vast sea, a good meal to soothe your heart, or a sturdy home to shelter from storms. It doesn't erase sadness, but it makes it more bearable, like a sudden rain that wets your clothes but doesn't leave you shivering. Money isn't the key to happiness's door, but it's the brick paving a smoother path to it. And money's true value shines when used to nurture dreams or share with others only. Then does it touch what we call happiness. With money, you can buy a house, but not a home. With money, you can buy a house, solid walls, a sturdy roof, and windows aglow with light. But to turn it into a home takes more than bricks and concrete. A home is built with laughter, shared meals, and moments of comfort through tears and joy. A house is mere matter, but a home is its soul. A house without love is as cold as an empty room. But with love, even the humblest dwelling becomes a haven. Money can buy a place to live, but not the longing to return. Only love transforms lifeless walls into a sanctuary for the heart. Refusing to lend money might lose you a friend, but lending money might lose you both the friend and the money. Money, a cold measure, can reveal human nature more clearly than any mirror. A true friendship won't falter over a refused loan. A shallow one snaps easily when money's involved. Money exposes the true worth of a relationship, whether it's built on respect and understanding or mere convenience and gain. So, instead of fearing the loss of a friend over money, see it as a test. Those who stay despite refusal are true friends. Money can wound, but it can also illuminate who's worthy of walking with you for the long haul. Giving is better than lending, especially when the cost is nearly the same. Lending creates an invisible debt between you and another. The borrower carries the burden of repayment, while the lender frets over trust. Will they keep their word? Will the bond change? But giving outright severs those ties, turning the act into pure sharing, free of expectations. Such giving frees not only the recipient from obligation, but also your own heart from calculation. In truth, the cost of giving versus lending is often similar, but the price of hurt, disappointment, or lost friendship is far greater. A small sum, when given, can plant seeds of love. When lent, it can wither an entire relationship. Thus, the wisest path is to give within your means, willingly, to preserve peace of mind and the purity of bonds. When you demand repayment of a loan, you often find you've turned a good friend into an enemy. Money, mere lifeless paper, can carve deep wounds in human hearts, eroding even the strongest ties. When you lend, you trust, believing it strengthens the bond. But when the time comes to collect, that trust becomes a challenge. The borrower may feel shame, irritation, or even resentment. The lender feels betrayed, undervalued, and so a once strong friendship is severed by the thin thread called money. The issue isn't the money itself, but how people face responsibility. A true friend won't let a debt harm the bond, but sadly, not everyone is mature enough to value both friendship and aid. That's why many advise to test a friend, involve money. To keep a friend, give rather than lend. Empathizing with a friend's suffering is good, but stepping in to help is even better. Compassion truly shines when it turns into action. Empathy is a small flame, warming a despairing heart, but timely help is a torch lighting the way through darkness. Picture someone sitting by a cold river, trembling, too weak to swim across. You could sit beside them, share their sorrow, even shed tears together. But if you pull them up, offer a warm coat, or guide them forward, that's true kindness in full. Empathy is the spark of humanity, but action is the sweet fruit of that compassion. Life is full of struggling souls. A kind word may soothe a wound briefly, but a practical act can change a life. So let your heart not only feel, but act. For sometimes, even a small act of help can be a lighthouse for someone in life's storm. Someone willing to lend you money is your benefactor. Someone who lends you money without conditions is a benefactor among benefactors. When someone opens their heart to help, they place trust in you, valuing the bond over the money's worth. And if they lend without conditions, they are a rare and precious presence in a world full of calculation and hustle. In truth, such people don't just give you money, they give you peace, trust, and the drive to overcome hardship. They're like a sturdy bridge over rushing waters or a lamp glowing in the dark. In life's long journey, meeting such a person is a priceless fortune, sometimes worth more than the money itself. So never take such kindness for granted or forget it. Cherish it, remember it, and when the chance comes, repay it with all your sincerity. For a benefactor isn't just someone who helps in tough times, but a reminder that trust and kindness are life's most enduring treasures. If you go looking for a friend, you'll find they're scarce. But if you go out to be a friend, you'll find them everywhere. When you only seek, you carry expectations and personal standards. Those expectations make disappointment easy, making the world seem short of worthy friends. But when you step forward with an open heart, eager to share sincerely, you plant the seeds of friendship wherever you go. A friend is no longer someone to find, but a natural fruit born from kindness. Try smiling at a stranger, lending a hand, or truly listening when someone opens up. In those small acts, friendship takes root. For friendship doesn't come from receiving, but from giving first. And when you live as a true friend, life returns friendships that are beautiful, sincere, and lasting. So instead of asking, "How many friends do I have?" ask, "How good a friend have I been?" That answer will shape the number and quality of friendships around you. The test of friendship is mutual help in adversity, and beyond that, help without conditions. In adversity, when sorrow, loss, or hardship surrounds us, true friendship reveals its worth. A friend who lifts you up without hesitation or expectation of reward, that's a bond worthy of its sacred name. Unconditional help is the clearest test. Helping in good times is easy. Standing together in hardship is rare. A true friend is like a small flame in a winter night, not enough to banish the cold, but enough to warm you and give you strength to carry on. In adversity, you learn who's merely an acquaintance and who's truly a soulmate. Lasting friendship isn't built on loud celebrations, but on quiet moments of standing side by side, silently supporting without conditions or gain. That's the rare gem of life, something money or fame can never buy.